Survey method. This is one of the most popular ways of collecting primary data in researches. It usually entails the sampling of individual units from a target population. The instrument for data collection here include the structured questionnaire, unstructured questionnaire, and the e-questionnaire, depending on the type of survey. For instance, in field researches, you use paper questionnaire; in an online survey, you use e-questionnaire; in mobile survey, paper or e-questionnaire; while in telephone or face-to-face interviews, again, paper or e-questionnaire may be used for the recording. This is why the Pennsylvania State University, 2006, defined survey as a research method for collecting information from a selected group of people using standardized questionnaires or interviews. Merits of survey method for data collection. The advantages of survey as a data collection technique include the following. It helps to capture and describe the characteristics of a large population. No other data collection method handles large populations more than the survey. 2. Survey research design and instruments are easy to develop, which is usually structured questionnaire, semi-structured questionnaire, and unstructured questionnaire. 3. Survey sample sizes, usually large, harbors high representatives of the characteristics in the population. 4. Survey researches are usually more cost-efficient compared with other data sourcing methods. This fact plays out more when data are to be gathered from a widely scattered geographic space. For instance, can you imagine interviewing people across continents or observing them perform some acts? But an online survey can easily handle that. Survey researches are often more convenient for data gathering and analysis. The processing, coding, and analysis of data from surveys are usually simpler to handle. 6. Unlike observations and interviews, survey researches have little or no respondents' reactivity or personal biases. 7. Survey researches often present more accurate samples and results. Demerits of survey method for data collection. The disadvantages of survey as a data collection technique include the following. Many survey researches usually turn up with low response rate, especially in developing countries with high respondents' apathy. 2. Survey research designs are not easily midstream the study. This could be a strength, as well as a weakness. 3. In some survey researches, there are often poor construction of questionnaire by the researchers, especially student researchers. 4. Survey researches do not often settle disputing matters in controversial areas, like census figures or election results in developing countries. Interview method. Interviews are one of the major techniques for gathering data in researches. An interview is a consented mild questioning of a person or persons on some predetermined issues and points. It is consented to because the interviewee agrees with you before you can interview him or her, and it is mild questioning because the style is quite different from police interrogation. In fact, for an interview to be very successful, the questions and answers format must adopt an air of conversation between the interviewer and the interviewee. Merits of interview for data collection. The merits of interview as a data collection technique include the following. Data gathering via interviews give the researchers more detailed facts about respondents' feelings, opinions, perceptions, reactions, and mannerisms. 2. It gives room for the researcher to generate more answers to questions arising from on-the-spot revelations to the issue at hand. 3. Interviews usually results in high response rates, since everyone that has agreed to participate usually complies. 4. Interviews are useful for better screening of the correctness of respondents' answers on demographic issues like age, sex, gender, occupation, race, height, etc. The respondents cannot lie to you on these, because you are seeing it yourself. Interviews help researchers assess issues in an in-depth manner. 6. Interviews give the researcher the opportunity to record respondents in their own words. Demerits of interview for data collection. The demerits of interview as a data collection method include the following. It is difficult to be used for large sample sizes. For instance, imagine interviewing a sample size of 300 to 1,000 respondents scattered all over a state of country, or even across continents. 2. Because of the smallness of its sample sizes, Interviews may not give a truly representative of the entire characteristics of a population. 3. In interviews, respondents may give personally biased answers, or answers that are influenced and diluted by personal interests. 4. Interviews are often costlier to administer. Imagine the costs in travels, hotel bills, feeding, telephone calls and more, to interview 100 to 300 respondents scattered all over a nation or cities. B. Interviews take longer time, securing the consent of respondents, transcribing the records, coding and analyzing the data. 6. It is difficult to be used for widely scattered respondents, like on a global research, especially in places without telephone access or poor telephone reception, as in some developing countries. 7. It may pose difficulties in data analysis due to non-standardized responses to questions. 8. Problems of inconsistencies in coding and standardizing responses may reduce reliability of results. 9. Some respondents might view recording them on tapes and/or videos as an invasion or infringement of their privacies. For more details, see the book Mastering Research by Ben Odigbo, on Amazon.com bookstores.